I just spilled a ton of coffee on myself. The worst part about living in my area is the fact that there are no coffee shops. There's a lizard. There are no coffee shops. There are no places to go to like do work besides Starbucks. And I guess that's where we're headed today. It's currently 10:44 right now. So hopefully like I'm able to get some stuff done for my internship throughout the time that I'm in Starbucks, and then yeah, we'll see what happens from there. But I want to make spaghetti squash today, so that'll be interesting. We're gonna try something new. I like purchased spaghetti squash at Aldi the other day, and I was just like, we're gonna do it. And I also need stuff to put on my blog. I've got my coffee here because Starbucks is expensive. I just realized I didn't bring any headphones. So heavy. Impromptu, what's in my bag? Just kidding. I have my charger. No headphones. Fun stuff. A receipt to Los Verdes. Alright. No headphones. That's okay. Alright, let's get down. Starbucks. It's almost 2 o'clock and I'm so tired. I didn't get to do anything for class. I did find 1 out of the 4 stories that you have to read through audio on YouTube, which is what I was basically doing last time in my last vlog. So it's due tomorrow. So I'm hoping that I can just take the rest of the day to read those 3 stories because I did purchase the book. So yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking about what to eat. Anthony doesn't get out until 5. I'm kind of feeling ramen, but I'm gonna be making spaghetti squash, so I feel like it's gonna be like a lot of noodles, even though spaghetti squash isn't even like, I don't know. I'm thinking I need to like look up a few recipes, but I'm thinking about just doing like spaghetti squash with shrimp and Alfredo sauce. I know something like that's been typically done with like zucchini. So I'm hoping it's like the same thing. I don't know. I'm assuming I can use spaghetti with spaghetti squash. I mean, like that's kind of like implied in the name of the food. I'm just gonna go pick up some dog food for Hercules and figure out my life. So it's currently 3:06. Let me try. Oh, I hate that this light turns off. I'm home. I washed up a bit because it was kind of hot outside, so like I got back from walking her and I was like so sweaty. I have my big glass of water, which this is actually the first glass of water I'm drinking today, which is not good. I have this app that I'm using called Plant Nanny. Essentially I have to track my water, and my plants died already twice. So this is my third this is my third plant. I don't really care if it gets seed or not. And I'm starving. I had like 3 strawberries and cuties, the little mandarins, oranges, tangerines. I was trying to look up like spaghetti squash recipes when I was out on my walk, but to no avail. I'm just like so exhausted. I'm literally just running off like coffee and those fruits I just had. Okay. Ooh. Whoa, just making sure I was recording. Oh my god, it's like so cold. I found 2 different recipes. One of them requires you to use an oven, and I'm not gonna get into it, but we're not gonna use my oven. So I found this one. They like put the spaghetti squash. They put the spaghetti squash in the microwave for about 4 minutes per pound. So I think like 4 or 5 minutes should be fine. And then they just like cut it in half and take out the insides, which is exactly what I want to do, because the other ones, like most of the recipes that I see is like with the squash, like with it still in the squash, and like the squash has a plate, but that's not necessary. So yeah, I'm like trying to work myself up to like getting off this chair and like going in the kitchen. This is my life right now. How do you feel, Yoko? Yep. How do you feel, Hercules? Yep. I've just been kind of like killing some time because right when I was about to go to the kitchen, I realized it was like 3 o'clock and Anthony doesn't get out of work until 5, so that means that if I had started making it then, it would be ready. And I'm doing it the super easy way where like you put it in the microwave. So it's probably just gonna take me like maybe 25 minutes the most. So I just kind of like decided to watch a few videos. I was watching one of Esteh's new videos, and then I came across this like 6 things you didn't know the purpose of. Very deceiving. Very deceiving. So I just took out some shrimp, some mozzarella, which I may or may not use. I'm still debating, and this roasted garlic Alfredo sauce.
Our relationship with food is not healthy, meaning that we don't listen to our body when it says hungry or full, and we do what the eating disorder tells us instead. Then as a person in general, who we've all had weird stuff about food, especially as women, I feel like, and men too, people telling you your body's supposed to look one way or another, being conscious of it, like, oh, carbs are out, or sugar is bad, or whatever you hear. The intuitive eating workbook is great because it's really what we try to strive for, which is listening to your body and repairing that relationship with it, so that when it tells you you're hungry, you eat, and when it tells you you're full, you stop, and there's no judgment around what kind of food you eat. It will tell you, like, legitimately, I was in Amsterdam for 2 weeks. I feel like all I ate was meat and cheese, and when I came back, I was like, somebody give me a vegetable. Like, your body kind of tells you what it wants, and so that's what we're striving for.
I know, and I think it was actually 70% off when I bought it. So it was originally like, I don't know, $400 or something, and I got it for like, whatever, 70% off $400 is. So that was fashion and lifestyle trends. And if you enter our code LWL at checkout, you can get 20% off your first purchase. That is really awesome because I'm sure that you're going to like some of these brands like Urban Outfitters, Origins, Marc Jacobs, Vince, and more. And something else you can do is track your favorite brands on one checkout. Plus, there's free shipping and returns and no shipping minimums.
Alrighty, so it's 4:06. Already halfway done. Not bad. So this is how one of the squashies look like. It's actually so cool how it just like does that. After I had put it into the microwave for about 4 minutes, I opened it up and I realized that it was getting kind of hard to like kind of take out the guts from it, like where the seeds and everything are. So I just did something that I had seen in one of the videos when I was like looking up what recipes to do, and they actually put the squash upside down on a tray, like a glass tray, and filled it up with about like 2 cups of water and put it in the oven. So I did something similar. I filled it up with a bit of water, and that's how I was able to get this. So it did work out pretty well. I'm just letting this cool down now, but this is about done. I don't know how it's gonna taste. This is gonna be interesting. I wish we had mushrooms and onions because that would have been perfect, but I was using all that I had. So, and tomatoes was what I had.
Food is everywhere too.
That's the thing. I think that's
it.
Totally. It's not like a regular addiction, because food is an addiction, just FYI. When we eat, we feel better. Like I talked about, it soothing us, right? Like the sucking and swallowing.
Or like an unhealthy thing, that means they're good, but it does show they do have restraint. But for me personally, I'm someone who has a problem sometimes with like impulse control, where like I will want to do something and I just do it, and it just comes out of a place of I'm very independent, I know what I want, and I always just go after what I want.
It can make you second guess yourself, and that can just lead to a bad place.
Yeah, at one point I was dating someone who, it was a guy who had an eating disorder. Do you think I'm fat? Like, I mean, it started to make me like feel really uncomfortable around him when he was eating, because anytime he had something that wasn't a salad, it was just like, oh, I need to start eating better. Oh, I'm so fat. Oh, I can't believe I'm eating this. But then in group settings, and I'm like, you know, no, don't do that. I was trying to follow up with like, so, well, like, you know, just enjoy what you're eating, like order what you want, and like we don't need to be placing beliefs on somebody else. Like shaming someone. Yeah, by even shaming yourself, it just says that like.
Alright, so this is kind of like the finished-ish look. I'm still going to be adding some more of the sauce and some more cheese. Honestly, don't know why I opened this. Like, I'm regretting this decision. But yeah, it was actually fairly easy. Like, I didn't really have too much trouble making it. And the fact that you can use a microwave to kind of like soften it up a bit is really helpful. Obviously, if like if I trusted my oven, I would have used it, but my oven's like super messy, and like there's a ton of pans. It's just too much work, like cleaning up after myself, and like, you know, it's just too much. This is gonna be it for today's vlog. Tune in tomorrow. I'm going to be posting another vlog. I'm actually going to be heading to the mall tomorrow, and I am going to be vlogging, so we'll see how that goes. I'm going with one of my friends, so I've never vlogged with like people around me before, besides like my sister, but like that doesn't even count. If you've tried spaghetti squash before, how did you make it? What did you use? I know a lot of people use like chicken and pesto, so those are some really cool ideas, but for me it was kind of just easier to do the shrimp and the Alfredo sauce. I would recommend to let it like sit in even a little bit of water, or marinate with the rest of your ingredients and the liquid that's already in there, along with like whatever sauce it is that you put in, because I did notice when I was trying it out, if I had just, you know, like how some people eat it out of the squash, I'm guessing that it's a lot softer since they use an oven, but since I used a microwave, it's not as soft as like it should be. So now that I have it just like marinating and like simmering down, it is getting a little bit softer, but when I was trying it out throughout the way of cooking everything, it was a little bit like crunchy. So, you know, and also it has like no taste at all. So if you are planning on making this, just make sure you taste test it before feeding it to your friends and family and or your significant other.
But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!
Why are you barking? Ow! My God, you're crazy. Hey, sit. Can you sit? Sure. Oh my God. I caught. Oh my God. Are you done?